JBN will keep you informed. Bucky Marshall shot dead in the Maxfield Avenue area of Kingston. Another murder has been recorded in the Maxfield Avenue area of Kingston. The latest victim is 29-year-old Roger Shaw, also known as Bucky Marshall. Shaw was attacked and shot to death at his home on Wednesday, June 12. The Denham Town Police reported that about 12:45 a.m., Shaw was at his home when a gang of armed men invaded the premises. Without hesitation, the men reportedly fired a volley of shots at Shaw. He was hit multiple times all over his body and was pronounced dead on arrival at the hospital. The police reported that a section of Maxfield Avenue has been under the gun as rival factions lock horns, and Shaw's death is being investigated as part of an ongoing gang feud. Wife allegedly killed by husband was shot 6 times in the head. The policeman who has been charged with murdering his wife during a dispute at their home in Tower Isle, St. Mary last month was denied bail when he appeared in the St. Mary Parish Court on Thursday. The accused, Detective Corporal Kirk Lawrence, was charged just over a week ago with murder in connection with the shooting death of 45-year-old Janet Hardy Lawrence. Prosecutors and attorneys from the Independent Commission of Investigations, INDICOM, objected to bail for the accused based on the policeman's potential flight risk. In denying bail, the presiding judge took into account that Hardy Lawrence was unarmed when she was shot multiple times, including 6 times to the head, according to a post-mortem report. The presiding judge ordered the police officer remanded and set a mentioned date of Thursday, July 11. Police reports are that on Tuesday, May 28 at about 6:30 a.m., Lawrence and his wife, who was a businesswoman, were engaged in an argument at their home in Jamaica Beach, Tower Isle. Residents reported that they then heard loud explosions and alerted the police. On their arrival, the accused officer, who is assigned to the Trelawney Police Division, was found by his fellow law enforcers at the main entrance to the house. Hardy Lawrence was found with several gunshot wounds and was pronounced dead at hospital. According to Indicom, which probed the case, the police found 2 guns, a service pistol, and a licensed firearm, which were both connected to the accused policeman, along with 12 spent shells on the scene. The detective corporal was reportedly questioned in the presence of his attorney, and a file subsequently sent to the Director of Public Prosecutions (DPP), who ruled that he should be charged with murder. Court documents in Manchester Municipal Corporation fraud trial reveal how Elliott family allegedly moved money. An 8-page indictment crafted by prosecutors has alleged that over a 42-month period, starting in June 2013, Sanjay Elliott, a former official at the Manchester Municipal Corporation, his wife and parents, conducted a series of multi-million-dollar transactions, including purchases of 5 properties in the parish. The indictment is part of the fraud trial for Elliott, the former Deputy Superintendent of Roads and Works at the Municipal Corporation, who is accused of conspiring with his then-colleagues, David Harris, former Secretary-Manager, and Kendale Roberts, Temporary Works Overseer, to defraud the local government authority of more than $400 million through the use of fictitious invoices. Elliott's wife, Tasha Gay, and his parents, Eduardo and Myrtle, are also on trial before the Manchester Parish Court, along with Dwayne Sibley, a carpenter, and Radcliffe McLean, a bank teller, accused of facilitating the encashment of checks prepared based on the alleged fictitious invoices. All 8 have pleaded not guilty to charges of conspiracy to defraud, obtaining money by means of false pretenses, possession of criminal property, engaging in a transaction that involves criminal property, and facilitating the retention of criminal property. The indictment indicates that the first transaction, conducted by Sanjay Elliott, happened between June and September 2013, when he allegedly unlawfully obtained $4.3 million, which he lodged to an account held in his name at a financial institution. Months later, between March 2014 and November 2014, according to the document, he unlawfully obtained $10.4 million, which was lodged to the same financial institution. At such time of such deposit, Elliott knew or had reasonable grounds to believe that said sum was criminal property, it said. Between December 2, 2014 and April 21, 2016, according to the indictment, Sanjay Elliott purchased lots 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, being parts of lands in Hatfield, Manchester. The indictment charges too that on March 19 that same year, the former local official and his father purchased lands in Knockpatrick, Manchester, and that between April 1 and December 31, 2014, he did possess $12.2 million. His mother Myrtle is accused of purchasing lands in Daly Grove in April 2014. At the time of facilitating the retention of said land, you knew or had reasonable grounds to believe that the property was criminal property, the document said. She is also accused of withdrawing a total of $2 million between June 28 and July 8, 2016, from an account jointly held with her son at another financial institution. Tasha Gay Elliott, the indictment claims, withdrew $2.2 million from a financial institution over a 10-day period between June 27 and July 7, 2016. On Thursday, former Manchester Deputy Mayor Irving Facey identified for prosecutors 18 checks made payable to one Aldine Foster, which were drawn on the account of the Manchester Municipal Corporation. They were among 50 checks identified by Facey. 12,000 pounds of Jamaican Julie and East Indian mangoes shipped to the U.S. Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and West Palm Beach in Florida are among the first areas to receive Jamaican mangoes in the United States. 12,000 pounds of Julie and East Indian mangoes were exported on Thursday. Export of the mangoes, the first set to be exported to the U.S. in 20 years, which has been facilitated through the Mango Irradiation Program, is expected to continue once or twice per week until the close of mango season in late July 2019. Addressing the official export ceremony at the Sangster International Airport Export Complex in Montego Bay, St. James, Minister without portfolio in the Ministry of Agriculture, J.C. Hutchinson, said that the demand for Jamaican mangoes is high in the diaspora. This inaugural shipment of mangoes to the U.S. tells us that the markets are there and we must grasp every opportunity to meet the demands of those markets, Hutchinson said. He noted that Jamaica has for some time been exporting mangoes to diaspora markets in the United Kingdom and Canada, and that in 2013 the country exported 654,954 kilograms of mangoes to Canada and 691,206 kilograms in 2004. Jamaica currently exports 419,919 kilograms of mangoes to Canada annually. In 2014, the United States Department of Agriculture, USDA, gave clearance to Jamaica to export mangoes to the country. This, however, was subject to compliance with standards required by the USDA's Animal and Plant Health Inspection Service. As a result, the government has had to work with the nation's farmers to meet the necessary requirements. St. Andrew laborer David Clark, again freed of gun-related and other charges. David Clark was awarded $6 million against the government for false arrest and prosecution in 2017, has again been acquitted of an ammunition charge. Clark was also freed of illegal possession of firearm, wounding with intent, robbery with aggravation, rape and grievous sexual assault charges, was released after witnesses in the case were discredited. During the trial in the Home Circuit Court last week, the prosecution called 3 eyewitnesses who testified that a group of gunmen entered their house in the community of Riverton City around midnight on the day in question and robbed them of several personal and household appliances, including money, a refrigerator, and a television. It was further alleged that a woman was sexually assaulted by the men, who then escaped. It was also alleged that 2 of the gunmen subsequently returned to the premises and shot the male occupant. During cross-examination by attorney-at-law Abel Don Foote, who represented Clark, the witnesses all agreed that they were blindfolded throughout the incident, with one of them admitting that he did not see the robbers. Another witness agreed that there was nothing special or unique about Clark's voice, which would assist in identifying him as one of the assailants. The witness further agreed that he discussed the case with the other witnesses and that they read each other's police statement. Based on their admissions, Foote submitted that the witnesses have been discredited and contaminated. Trial Judge Justice Georgina Fraser agreed and freed Clark. Clark's acquittal this week came almost 8 years after being arrested in September 2011 in connection with the seizure of an M16 magazine with 20 rounds of ammunition in Riverton City, St. Andrew. He was held in police custody for 34 days before being taken to court. He was eventually granted bail. At his trial in the gun court in September 2014, Clark's attorney Bert Samuels argued that there were inconsistencies in the testimony of the police. He pointed to a statement from a soldier who was on duty with the policemen when the gun was found. In his statement, the soldier said he found the magazine with the ammunition in the bushes. The court upheld the submissions and freed Clark. Clark successfully sued the government and was awarded $6 million in damages. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to like, subscribe, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.